Hello everyone, a warm welcome to this new extreme test. Today we're comparing these two super compact cordless chainsaws from Makita. By the way, if you haven't seen the detailed review yet, make sure to check it out. I'll link it for you up here in the info card because today we're exclusively focusing on comparing these two compact saws. So, without further ado, let's dive right into the comparison test. Makita UC100D versus Makita DUC101, meaning 12 volts versus 18 volts. I'm very curious to see how both devices will perform in today's test. For this, of course, we have two large batteries, 12 volts with 4 amp hours for the 12 volt device and an 18 volt device with one battery of 5 amp hours. Both, naturally, fully charged before the test to provide maximum power for both devices. Also, shown in the video here, both chains are already tensioned, brand new, extremely sharp, and of course, let's not forget, chain oil is already in the tank. With that said, let's jump right into the comparison test, starting here with an oak log of 50 millimeters in diameter. As you can see, obviously not a problem for both devices, and in terms of speed, I would say there's no real difference between the two devices. That's why we move on, with the next larger oak log, so hardwood, 70 millimeters. And as you can see, there's definitely a difference in speed, meaning on the left, we have the 12 volt device, and on the right, the 18 volt device. As you can see, the 18 volt device made significantly more cuts in the same time compared to the 12 volt device. So here's the last cut made by the 12 volt device. Let's continue with the next log. In this case, not hardwood, and as we can see here too, the 18 volt device is significantly faster, has a much better pull than the 12 volt device. I have to say, the difference is really remarkable. The next bigger log, 100 millimeters in diameter. Both chainsaws should come to their limits now. Even the 18 volt device has triggered the overload protection here, but still, as you can see, the 18 volt device is significantly faster, has much more pull compared to the identical 12 volt device. And that looks good. Let's make another cut right after. The 18 volt device is done, while the 12 volt device unquestionably still has a struggle here. Yes, the 12 volt device has now completed the final cut. I would say let's move on to the stress test here on the timber 80 by 100 millimeters with both chainsaws making numerous cuts. And as you can see, the first cut has already been made by the 18 volt device, shortly after the 12 volt device, and thus a significant difference between these two devices accumulates. That means the 18 volt device, due to its significantly higher pull, shows more practical cuts. I have to say, in terms of performance, there's definitely a noticeable difference, which is also evident in the overload protection. This means the 12 volt device triggers the overload protection much more frequently than the 18 volt device. You can see it here very clearly in the side view, which is also evident in the speed, of course. Yes, I would say one cannot illustrate the difference between these two devices better. In terms of performance, I would say the 18 volt device is at least twice as powerful as the 12 volt device, even though both chainsaws or both cordless chainsaws can achieve an identical chain speed of 8 meters per second. And that's it for the 18 volt device. The 12 volt device still has a few cuts to make. Here's a time lapse for you. Yes, and the 12 volt device has now made the final cut. Let's now take a look at the batteries. How much power have both chainsaws really consumed? As mentioned, 18 volts 5 ampere hours and 12 volts 4 ampere hours. Here's the battery capacity for you. The 18-volt battery is still full. The 12-volt battery has lost one of its 4 bars. And thus, we've reached the conclusion. What do you think? I would say the comparison test was definitely more than clear. That means both devices are identical in size and nearly identical in weight, but not equally powerful. Personally, I would say the 18-volt device is at least twice as powerful as the 12-volt device. This was clearly demonstrated in practice. It means for smaller branches up to a maximum of 50 millimeters, there isn't a significant difference. It only becomes interesting with branches over 70 millimeters, where the 18-volt device showcases its strength with a safe and powerful pull. And now it's your turn. Which chainsaw would you choose, and how would you rate the test results? Feel free to share your opinion in the comments below. I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback. And that's it for now. If you enjoyed the video, please show it with a thumbs up. If you haven't already, quickly subscribe to the channel for free and activate the bell icon to never miss a video in the future. You can find the current prices in the video description below. Thank you for your support, and with that, take care until next time.